finally, Rohit Sharma also joining me. Rohit, the day finally here. So, voting process, everything is over, counting has started. Tell us why is it that, unlike India, the final counting may actually take days? Is that correct also, or everything will be decided in the next few hours?
Hey, Pooja, this is election night in Washington, D.C. Only happens once in 4 years. So I'm soaking it all in. And I heard you guys talk about these states, very important states. I'm trying to contain my excitement here. Yes, to answer your question, yes, it could take up to days. Last time around in 2020, we saw those mail-in ballots in Pennsylvania. In Arizona, took forever to be counted. So it is very possible. All the polls suggest that this is going to be a very close election. So yes, it is possible that there might be a possibility that we may not know tonight who's going to win. But going by traditional voting that's coming out, or the electoral college votes that have come out and been allocated or projected winners, both Harris and Trump, it looks like we're headed that path where we might not know tonight who's going to win. I just spoke to somebody on the Harris campaign, and they told me that Vice President Kamala Harris is going to be making a speech at 11 p.m. Eastern in Harvard University. Now, this is way before any of those results could actually project a winner. So I think the understanding with the campaign is that we may not know who's going to be a winner. He's just going to come out here, address the supporters, and then go back. So, yes, it is a very, very, very important possibility. But the other way around, what I'm hearing from sources in the Republican sense is that Trump might just come out and claim victory. So we are probably headed down to the 2020 path again.
Already, are you saying even before final results have been announced, Trump will come out to say that he's the winner?
I was told by one person on the Republican campaign that Trump will come out later and he might just say, look, I'm winning. He's just waiting to get ahead in this results, and he's going to probably come out and do that tonight.
All right, so there's a lot of political posturing already. We are showing you on the screens the red and the blues of America, and then there are the swing states. Rohit, how was the day like? Did you see long queues? Did you see women voters a lot that we've been talking about in the backdrop of the Roe versus Wade judgment overruled, the abortion laws? Men, what was your assessment when the men came out to vote? Tell us about what the day looked like to you.
People came on to vote. We've seen a major election. The polling center, we saw immigrants came out.
I'll come back to you. There's a slight network issue. We are coming back to you. Geeta continues to stay with us. Geeta, you've covered India's elections, America's elections. What kind of differences or key takeaways do you think that you've seen in the USA? It's a different kind. It's a multi-layer, multi-phase. But on the election day, what was your assessment like?
Well, it is very different. One is that you don't see the numbers. You don't see the population. You don't see long queues like you see in India. That's a huge difference. They do come in. They trickle in through the day. Very nicely, calmly come in, take their time, vote and go. In fact, we were at the Morton and Barbara Mandel Recreation Center, which is where Trump was going to vote. And despite the fact that he was going to be there, the Secret Service had cleared out the area, sanitized the area. But people who were coming in to vote were not being stopped. It's not like they were being asked to stay and were not being allowed in. They were being allowed in, they were going in, and they were voting and coming out. Things did not stop or come to a standstill just because a VIP or a very high security individual was going in to vote. Again, in terms of the counting, in terms of voting itself, and in terms of how the election process really works, it's very different. And I'm giving an example. So imagine if we were only to look at voting percentages and numbers across Uttar Pradesh, and the 80 seats goes just to one party because that party has won more numbers in the entire state rather than per constituency win. And that's what happens over here. So they calculate the entire votes that come in for the state, the electoral college votes, and whoever wins more votes gets the entire state. So Pennsylvania, 19 electoral seats will go to one party. It's not split between Republicans and Democrats, as is the case in UP, where in India, where you'd have 80 seats divided among the Congress, Bharatiya Janata Party,
Geeta,
Sapa,
as we
Basapa.
speak, more details are coming in. Look at that. Kamala Harris projected to win New Jersey. This is one of the most important, remember, specifically with regard to whether it's the diversity, the immigrants who've settled here in the New Jersey area, or the kind of job opportunities, the changes that we have seen. But Donald Trump projected to win Arkansas. So remember, right now, as you can see, every state either has a lead or already, in many ways, victory of Donald Trump or Kamala Harris. So it's still neck and neck like it was projected to be. So which would be the states then that could actually define about the results coming in for the USA? Rohit, so, it looks like New Jersey could be going Kamala Harris's way. Do you want to tell me why do you think that's happening? New York, New Jersey, these are some of the busiest areas where, is it the immigrant quotient, do you think, working here?
Well, I think traditionally these states have always voted for Democratic leaders, so no surprises there, Pooja. Nobody expected her to lose New Jersey. I mean, look, I don't even remember when Kamala Harris went to New Jersey to campaign in this election cycle. She only had 100 days, and it's a given that she's going to win this state. But the demographic in that particular state, Pooja, and you're right, a lot of immigrant population, a lot of progressive that dominate that New Jersey, New York area. So I'm not really surprised. But this is how election works in America. I mean, we'll probably see tonight. When Texas comes out, it's going to be red. Donald Trump is going to win it. Why? It's a conservative state. A lot of Republicans live there. It's one of those states that Republicans know they can win. I don't even honestly. I think Trump went there twice, if I'm not mistaken, in the last 3 months, because he doesn't really need to campaign there. People there believe in the Republican ideology. People there know what their values are and what the candidates' values are, and they stand with that. And they align with those values. So unless and until there's a big surprise that could happen. I mean, you got to go back all the way to 1988 when Reagan had flipped the map. And it really isn't going to be any surprises in some of these states that we are reporting early. And Pooja, another thing, right? I also want to remind our viewers that these are not actual election results. These are projected winners based on data that is coming in, based on data from 2020 and previous election, based on the exit polls these networks have conducted, including agencies like AP and Reuters. So expected lines, she's supposed to be New Jersey. Yes, there was a lot of cheer that went up where we are at Kamala Harris's watch party. But I think everybody is patiently waiting for those swing states. Also important to know that, we talked about the Latino voters, right? There are a lot of Latino voters that live in New Jersey, a lot of Latino voters that live in New York. But they have, or at least from what we are looking at right now, they have voted on expected lines. So, a lot of talk about how Kamala Harris has lost, Latino votes and African American votes, at least not in these states. And that's a good sign for Kamala Harris's campaign right now.